This is the panel that we'll be replacing. As you can see, it's pretty rough, but when we're done, hopefully it looks as good as new. And we already drilled out the first spot weld. You can see the panel coming apart there. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to drill out as many as I can. I only have 2 bits, and I'm using these ones right here from Harbor Freight. They're about $5 a piece. You can get 2 rotations out of each bit, so hopefully they don't break on me, and I don't have to go pick up more. But yeah, let me go ahead and finish up the rest. Drill through all the spot welds. Of course, we still have to hammer and dolly the area and wire wheel. And this is the old panel. It was okay, just ideally not what I want to run. And we'll be using this one. Of course, we still have to get it ready to be welded back on the car. We'll have a sand disc as well, to make sure the cuts are clean, and also to clean up the rest of the area. I got a little excited and started cutting this already. I just wanted to make a straighter cut, as before it was done at an angle, and so I just want to clean this up a little bit. I already marked it here and started cutting. We do have a good margin for error on the new panel, so yeah, let's just go ahead and finish that up. Alright, so we made our cut, and I would say it came out pretty straight. This is the piece that we took off. Yeah, so it was a good amount, and we're just gonna hit it with the file. Alright, and I would say that cleaned up pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and remove the rest of the radiator support now. I also noticed that this left side of the car is also a little bit off, so we are going to try and hook it up to like a ratchet strap. I did notice that up top here we are like maybe a 1/4 of an inch pushed in, and at the bottom here you'll notice down here we can't even get a bolt in to mount it to the chassis. There's a little bit of a gap there as well. So the goal, without ripping its cheek off, is we're going to hook it up to a Tacoma and basically hook on to the areas where we feel like it needs improvement. So right now I have it fed through a hole in the chassis with a rag, just to make sure it doesn't cut the we don't need that much tension to be able to move the body, and the whole goal is to basically hold tension here and here. That way we're able to move the metal up top without it buckling too much. And I think we got to a point where we are satisfied. Good morning, guys. It is a new day, and we are going to pick up where we left off last time, and that is finishing up the radiator support so we can finally start driving around this car. So the reason why this project has been taking me forever is because I've been trying to find a mobile welder who welds aluminum, or source a welder myself. But the gas that you need to weld aluminum is $300, and guys, that is way too expensive. And we are trying to do this on a budget, and trailering the car just to get the core support welded on there is just too expensive of an option for me. So what we're gonna do is do something a little bit different, and many of you guys may not agree with me, but I will be using stainless steel riv nuts to basically attach the core support. You guys will get to see all that later on, but guys, this is how you know you're taking forever to finish your car. You're collecting cobwebs everywhere, not even driving your car. Don't judge me, guys. I want to go ahead and keep the OEM motor in there just for a little bit. Like I said, this is a budget project, and right now this was the cheaper option for me, just to keep the same engine that's already in the car. It got rebuilt at around 270,000 miles. I do need to go get some coffee first and make a quick trip to Harbor Freight. I have been slacking, man. I need to wash this car. It's facing the wrong way. We're taking the 86, of course. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm this crazy Starbucks addicted person. I'm really not. I just like whatever black coffee I can find. It's what I usually go with.
Hello, can I get started for you?
Hello, can I just get a tall, light iced black coffee? Previous clip, you guys saw the car all masked up, and we went ahead and hit it with the e-coat. There were specific areas that were building up tons of surface rust, so we went ahead and addressed those areas accordingly, got it down to bare metal. And like I said, we hit it with the e-coat. I went with black just because I feel like it's going to be easier to paint match everything later on. But we went ahead and taped off all the holes and unclipped everything, and I went ahead and started putting some of that stuff back together. Everything's all tucked nicely and zip tied along the arch. We went ahead and deleted the the water sprayer reservoir for the windshield. Left all the brackets and wiring for that stuff. Repaired some of the old tape for the side marker and also the windshield wipers, some of the wiring up front here, the battery cable. Tessa tape, it's basically this electrical tape that has a cloth feeling to it, and that is the part number for the tape right there. If you guys want to try using some of that yourself, it's really great stuff. And we even went ahead and notched the body on this side because I noticed that it was eating away at the harness. So in order to tuck this, it's a little bit thicker on this side. The harness is a little bit thicker on this side, and when you run it over the top here, you have to make a little notch for the harness to kind of go over the wheel well. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. That was actually a lot of work, 2-3 days worth of work. You know, the sanding and the spraying, the masking, pretty much starting to reorganize everything, coming from the left side, and hopefully work our way around the car. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for part 2 of the core support repair. So the goal is to be driving the car by October. Huh, Boo? Subscribe if you guys like Boo. It's our family black cat. Look at everything I took off of the... Some of that wiring was cooked, man. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.